Imagine waking up every morning with a lingering sense that you are meant for something more, yet finding yourself unable to move forward. The weight of unfulfilled potential presses on your chest, and with each passing day, you might label yourself as lazy, unmotivated, or even a failure. Perhaps you see others around you achieving success with ease, while you feel stuck in a cycle of indecision and stagnation. But what if I told you that this feeling of being lost, of being lazy, is not what it seems? Today, we will explore the profound truth behind this overwhelming sensation and uncover the reality that it is not laziness you are struggling with, but rather a deeper disconnection from your true purpose, direction, and meaning in life. By the end of this journey, you will gain insights that can help you rediscover yourself, reignite your inner spark, and transform the way you view your life's purpose. When you find yourself in a state of inertia, where every task seems monumental and every ambition feels unreachable, the natural instinct is to label yourself as lazy or unmotivated. Society often reinforces this narrative, suggesting that productivity is synonymous with worth and that value is tied to constant achievement. But is this really an honest measure of your worth? As Carl Jung famously stated, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakens. This profound insight points to a deeper truth. Feelings of being lost or unmotivated often arise not from a lack of effort or willpower, but from a disconnection between your actions and your true desires. We live in a world that encourages us to pursue external validation, to chase after goals set by societal norms, yet neglects the importance of aligning with our own internal compass. When this disconnection occurs, it can feel as though the very energy needed to move forward is missing, when in fact, it is simply a sign that we have lost sight of what truly matters to us. Think for a moment. Have you ever felt truly inspired by a project, a dream, or even a simple idea? When you were immersed in something that spoke to your heart, did you feel lazy? Probably not. Motivation flows effortlessly when we are aligned with our purpose, and it is this alignment that gives our actions meaning. What you may interpret as laziness is often a sign that you are out of sync with your own inner calling. Renowned psychologist Abraham Maslow, in his famous hierarchy of needs, identified self-actualization as the pinnacle of human growth. This is the stage where we reach our fullest potential and find profound meaning in life. The path to this state is not always linear. It involves recognizing that feelings of being lost or unmotivated are not signs of failure, but signs of transition. They are moments in time when old beliefs and habits no longer serve you, and new ones have yet to form. These transitional periods, though uncomfortable, can be some of the most transformative stages of life. They are invitations to pause, reflect, and realign. During these times, it is easy to fall into the trap of labeling ourselves as failures, but this is merely a defense mechanism against the fear of the unknown. We may label ourselves as lazy because it is easier than confronting the uncomfortable truth that we are being called to something greater. Consider for a moment, what dreams or desires have you avoided because they felt too overwhelming, uncertain, or unattainable? Often, it is not laziness that keeps us stuck, but fear, the fear of failure, the fear of stepping into the unknown. Yet, paradoxically, it is in these very moments of uncertainty that we have the potential to rediscover our deepest passions and purpose. The philosopher Soren Kierkegaard once compared the experience of being lost to wandering through a vast and unfamiliar landscape. First, everything feels disorienting. The path is unclear, and the way forward seems elusive. However, as you stop to observe and reflect, subtle signs begin to appear. The lay of the land, the movement of the sun, the sound of flowing water. These small indicators guide you toward a path forward. Similarly, when we feel lost in life, the answers often lie in the quiet moments we tend to avoid. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, silence and stillness can feel unnatural. We fill our days with noise, distractions, and endless tasks in an attempt to avoid facing the disquiet within. Yet it is in these moments of quiet that clarity begins to emerge. When we quiet the external noise and turn inward, we start to hear the whispers of our inner voice, the one that knows what truly matters to us. The renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl, in his seminal work Man's Search for Meaning, reminds us that life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. Frankl's words highlight a critical truth. Without a sense of purpose, even the most comfortable or privileged lives can feel empty. Conversely, a life imbued with meaning can sustain us through unimaginable hardship. If you are feeling lost, it may be because the blueprint you were given no longer resonates with you. Perhaps you have already achieved many of the societal milestones: graduating, finding a stable job, buying a house, and retiring, but still feel unfulfilled. Alternatively, perhaps you have struggled to reach these milestones and internalized the belief that this makes you a failure. In either case, the underlying issue is not laziness, but a misalignment between your actions and your deeper values. To rediscover your purpose, take a moment to ask yourself, what are your values? Not the ones that society tells you to have, but the ones that truly resonate with you. Is it creativity, connection, growth, contribution? Many people go through life without ever taking the time to truly identify their core values. Yet these are the foundation of a meaningful existence. Without them, it is easy to feel aimless, as though you are wandering through life without a compass. Psychologists refer to the feeling of being lost as existential frustration, a deep dissatisfaction that arises when our actions are not aligned with our need for meaning. This frustration is not a flaw, but a signal, a message from within that it is time to course correct, to reevaluate your life and priorities. How do you begin this process of self-realization? The first step is to embrace where you are right now. This may sound counterintuitive, but fighting against your feelings of being lost only deepens your sense of despair. Acknowledge that this is a phase, a natural part of the human experience. Even the most successful people have faced moments of uncertainty and doubt. What separates those who find their way from those who remain stuck is their willingness to confront these feelings with curiosity rather than judgment. Imagine your life as a vast, uncharted ocean. Right now, you may feel adrift with no land in sight. Yet, just as sailors rely on the stars to navigate, you too have internal tools to guide you. Your intuition, your passions, and your values are your navigational instruments. The challenge is to trust them, even when the way forward is not immediately clear. One of the most effective practices for reconnecting with your inner self is journaling. Write down your thoughts, fears, and dreams without judgment. Allow your subconscious to speak freely. Over time, patterns will emerge, offering clues about what truly matters to you and where your heart wants to go. Another powerful practice is mindfulness. Spend time in stillness, whether through meditation or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. These moments of introspection can reveal insights that are otherwise drowned out by the noise of daily life. Another crucial step is to let go of external comparisons. Social media and modern culture bombard us with curated images of other people's successes, creating a false narrative that everyone else has it figured out while we are struggling. But remember, these curated images are just snapshots of others' stories. Everyone, no matter how successful they appear, has faced moments of uncertainty and doubt. Consider the natural cycles of life. Just as nature goes through seasons of growth, harvest, decay, and renewal, so too do we. If you are feeling lost, it may be because you are in a season of decay or rest, a time when old habits and identities are falling away to make room for something new. This is not a period to rush through or avoid. It is a time to listen, to heal, and to prepare for the growth that is yet to come. In ancient Greek philosophy, there is a concept called kairos, which refers to the right or opportune moment for action. Unlike chronological time, kairos is about timing that feels aligned and meaningful. If you are feeling lost, it may not be the right moment for massive leaps forward. Instead, it may be a time to gather insights, nurture your inner world, and wait for the right opportunity to emerge. Now that you have acknowledged where you are and begun to understand why you feel lost, it is time to explore how you can move forward. This is not about forcing change or pretending to be someone you are not. It is about uncovering small, meaningful steps that will guide you back to yourself. Start by reconnecting with your passions. Ask yourself, what brings you joy? What activities make you lose track of time? These are often the things that light a fire within you, reminding you of who you truly are. Passion is not always loud or grand. Sometimes, it is quiet, like the satisfaction of solving a puzzle, the joy of gardening, or the excitement of learning something new. As you embark on this journey, remember that purpose is not a destination. It is a practice. It is something you cultivate through small, intentional actions every day. Purpose is not about finding a singular mission but creating meaning through how you choose to respond to life. As we approach the end of this journey, let us consider the most profound realization of all. You are not as lost as you think. Deep down, you already have the answers. They may be buried beneath fear, doubt, or societal expectations, but they are waiting for you to uncover them. The truth is, feeling lost is often the precursor to transformation. It is in the moments of uncertainty that you have the opportunity to redefine yourself, your priorities, and your future. Being lost is not a curse. It is a gift, a chance to step off the beaten path, to explore uncharted territory, and to rediscover your inner compass. Embrace curiosity as your guide. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your perspective and ask, "What can I learn from this?" Curiosity turns challenges into opportunities, transforming obstacles into stepping stones on the path to growth. Thank you for accompanying. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below so we can discuss. Wish you and your family good health.